Good morning. How are you? I just want to take the time to say thank you for watching, and hopefully, you will receive many more blessings because of these things. This is number 4 in the series of TBI and stroke, a stroke of luck, and of God and men. The things I want to talk about are really covered in the first 3. Believe it or not, as complicated as we want to make life, it's really not that complicated. It's a gift. What we do with it is up to us. We can either make it better or we can tear it apart. Now, there are many different situations and conditions that happen. Obviously, for us who have had brain injury or stroke, there are as many different ways it affects people as there are people. So I would say that even though we have commonalities, we all have commonalities. The commonality is that God gave you the day. What you're going to do with it is up to you. Hopefully, you're going to make it better. Now, how do you do that? Yes, there is some anger and there is some resentment. Why am I being given this? Why do I have to go through this? And yet, the change is subtle. Your change may be subtle, your change may be drastic, but it's up to you. What you need to do is to approach the day with the right attitude that God gave me this day, and it's up to me to make it worth all it can be. How do I do that? Well, what can't you do? Can you not get out of bed? Can you not stand up? Can you not stretch your hand out? Any one of those things could be what you may be able to do today. Maybe just a portion of it. Maybe you can just begin to get up. Maybe you can stretch your fingers, or at least one hand, or maybe move a finger. But unless you ask God to help you and try, you'll never know. I want you to try. I want you to try something safe, something very different than what you've been able to do. Take any improvement as a sign of goodness for you. It's up to you what you do with this. We want to encourage people to do more. You're not doing it for somebody else, you're doing it for you. And as you do for you, you do for God. Be kind to yourself in order to be kind to each other. Don't get drastic. Don't get crazy. Just try little improvements. And if it can't be physical, at least let it be mental. If you try this, and you do in your mind, then you are doing something that is a positive step in the right direction. Keep taking those positive steps. I love you, and I want to see you improve and help yourself get stronger and better for you. Because only when you do that can you do it for others. The gifts that you have and how you apply them are what's really going to make the difference. You know, sometimes we can't do things, but we can think, and believe it or not, our thoughts, even as simple as they may be, can be so profound and earth-shaking that it's going to seem almost impossible and nobody's even considered this, or maybe they have, but they never pursued it enough to make it available to everyone. Look at the first 3 things I talked about. Good and evil. How many people have heard about that throughout history? Millions and billions of people. And yet nobody has come out and said this is a quick and easy way to always identify it 100% of the time, to know what it is and what it does and why it's supposed to be there. And then look at your life and apply it. It's simple. It's really just two sentences. Good always leads to more, and evil divides. It separates. That's what it does. And yet we can make it books and huge manuscripts to try to describe it. And it's really basically just two sentences. And if you look at it in your life and you apply it, you're going to find it's true. So don't kid yourself. Don't think that your time spent thinking and your time spent within yourself is not time well spent. You remember, I told you that God is in all of us. All of us. Maybe not the God as different people describe it, but God is within all of us. And what you do for yourself, you do for Him. Now, we can be as cruel as we want to, and it's not going to make any difference except to us, because we're going to reap the feelings that we get as a result of being cruel. You can be cruel to yourself and unforgiving to yourself, and all you can do is feel bad. Or you can try to do the best you can possibly do and give yourself credit for trying and feel a little bit better because of it, and hold your head a little bit higher because you tried and you trusted and you believed. That's really the key. I've told people before, everybody talks about wanting to see miracles. Well, your life is a miracle. The fact that you are still here is a miracle. You have been given miracles. What have you done with them? That's the real question. I know, like anything else, you always want more. But the miracle He gave you goes on each and every day when you get up. Remember it. Trust it. Trust yourself. Love yourself before you can love other people. Because you need to know what love is in order to give it. I love you, and I want you to do well. I have told people before, when they look at the history books and they look at all the things in the Bible and they talk about miracles, that God or Jesus was walking along and somebody touched him and they were healed. And what did He tell them? Your faith has healed you. Your faith has healed you, not his. You're going to receive what you accept. You're going to receive what you believe. If you believe that you can be better and you can be stronger, you will be. The problem we have is we put time limits on everything. God doesn't work by time. He don't care about time. Time means nothing. He only cares that it gets done, and it will be done. So I want you to have a great day, and I want you to try something that you haven't been able to do. Don't be upset if you can't do everything you wanted, but take the improvements for what they are. Improvements. They're better. They're better than you were. I love you. Have a great day. Remember to be careful. Don't try to overdo it. All right. You have a great day. Bye.